Take 3. Very interesting. We are playing the 4-5 matchup in the Western Conference. Winner will go on to most likely face OKC. Mavs Clippers, very interesting series. Luka's actually playing defense. We're kind of shocked here. We already did the flip of the coin. We ended up with the home team playing with the Mavericks. That stupid update screen came on. So we reset to try to get that off. And then we left the music on. And so we had to restart again. It's kind of the background stuff that you guys don't see. Very interesting news. NBA games will most likely be played on Amazon and ESPN next year. So TNT, there is one spot left, and the last two are TNT and NBC. And TNT has the ability to match any offer. So I don't see money being an issue here, but it's going to be quite a historic deal. But this series has been really good. It's been really fun. The Clippers won game 1. The Mavericks won game 2. Luka playing defense. Luka, we're shocked. We're absolutely shocked. We were in a bar watching the Knicks go against the Sixers yesterday with some buddies that enjoy basketball, and it was a fun game in the beginning. You could definitely see that Embiid became a little bit unhinged, but it was like a desperation. You corner a rat or any kind of animal in a corner, and they're going to come out biting, and there are no rules in that situation. And that's exactly what Embiid, it actually brought me back to old school NBA. Let's go. Old school NBA basketball, and this is why you would have enforcers on your team. You would, just speaking with the Knicks, you would have a Charles Oakley, an Anthony Mason, an Xavier McDaniel. Oh my God, how do I miss that? So he need in the groin 2 separate players, 2 centers. He also took down another very tall player in Mitchell Robinson while he was in the middle of the air. How he only got a flagrant 1, I would say I don't know how that happened, but I do. He's a star player. That was a star call. Anybody else, or average players getting tossed from the game, but they'd rather get a black eye for knowing that it's a star call, right? Because here are the benefits that the NBA gets out of that. You keep the star player in the game. You keep people questioning whether or not that there's some type of conspiracy to have a major market team like New York with a full crowd every day and a great atmosphere versus a Philadelphia crowd that cannot fill up its own arena unless Knicks fans go down there in a playoff game, mind you. So they don't want those questions. So you keep the star player involved. PJ Washington has been great. You keep the star player in the game. You feel it makes them feel like unless he throws a chair at them, he's not getting thrown out. And then you also, what you do is you keep the series competitive, which is also good. So from the NBA's perspective, there really is no negatives. Yeah, this team has crazy weapons. It's insane. You have to respect everybody's drive. They have a lot of talent on this team. This team could seriously challenge Denver in the West. They lost that first game because they were out of rhythm, and Kyrie and Luka sat the final few games of the regular season to heal. It's always the old adage, rest versus rust, and they chose to rest. So you kind of lose your rhythm. They kind of like gave the game 1 was terrible. Oh yeah, because that makes a lot of sense. Cut to the basket while I'm driving.
Kicks it out to Jones. Driving the lane. Gafford passes to Irving. Shot clock at 5. Another shot. Gets that one.
Oh, that was a tough shot. Sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought, but the Mavs were very considered at the end of the regular season to be championship potential because they were the hottest team after the All-Star break.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And they lost the first game, and everybody lost their freaking mind.
Doncic against Harden, and it's Doncic missing.
I could have shot that. I gotta shoot more baby jumpers with Luka.
He is so strong in the paint.
Up top, Zubac.
And going back to the whole Embiid on the Sixers situation, you know, it was pretty gross, but he knew that he was not going to get thrown out.
With the triple.
He knew there was no way in hell he could do whatever he wanted. Then he came up with this crap excuse that he was afraid of people falling on his leg.
Doncic kicks to
Like,
Gafford.
it didn't make any sense because
Fires the three. On the wing, Irving. Washington sets the pick for Irving. And
let's go.
Washington with the dunk.
Really tough to predict with Kyrie.
It made no sense because he said he's afraid of players falling on his leg. But if he's dunking, how is he going to fall on your leg? I just didn't understand that logic.
No luck that time in the shot.
This series is very evenly matched, as one would expect from a 4-5.
And Jones with the
I love Jones because he just jumps out the gym.
Slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
agreed. He
But
is smooth as silk. He
obviously
got a
Nick's
power
Twitter went off,
credit where credit
and
is due.
apparently
Jay Washington is
Embiid
one hardworking guy.
next to
Isn't he great?
He's got that
next to Draymond, he is up there as one of the most egregious players in flagrant fouls. He
Now here's Doncic. Scoreless thus far. Good.
and a foul.
tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are
I kind of go slow with Luka. I don't really rush out the gate with him, and then I'll end up with like 30 or 40.
Passes to Leonard.
But it was pretty dirty. I personally wish we had an enforcer because Tibbs is not going to do anything
The Mavericks pull it in.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not
to kind of send a message.
him to miss a shot.
Wow, this team runs, man.
Not getting old here.
And there's a lot of lanes because there's a lot of good passers.
With perfect timing.
Here's Harden.
I had like 4 hours of sleep last night. Had a
Pass to Leonard.
family obligation this morning.
From 10 feet out.
Thank goodness it was Friday.
Rebound by
I had to cover for somebody at work, which is always a pleasure.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Off target from outside. Leonard with the ball.
I don't want me to have too big of a lead. But I just think from the NBA's perspective, they want a competitive series. They make more money,
And the shot
more
goes down.
ratings, sell more
Leonard's got
tickets.
7 points.
I love the patience, the tactical mindset of Leonard. He's
I mean,
so good at picking his spots.
that sounds good and dandy, but why the Lakers down 0-3? I don't know. Maybe it was just a mea culpa. We screwed up game 2. And, you know, admittedly so, the Knicks got away with some fouls, but there was a lot of pushing and shoving.
Lean like that is going to get the refs.
And you know the NBA didn't want to hear it anymore, that there's favoritism. Even Shaq, like a cornball, was talking on Instagram about the Knicks. The Knicks came out of LeBron's mouth in a press conference about how the refs have an agenda. Why are you talking about another team that's none of your business in a negative fashion? Be an ambassador of the game.
Second basket of the night.
It was just a bunch of like piling on. Like, it was really weird.
3. Harden bounce pass. Harden with a screen on Doncic. No one near Westbrook. Is
They'll go under that all the time.
Doesn't go on the chance to tie. Doncic against Harden. Irving attacking. Here's Doncic. It's
Oh my
opened by
God.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
What?
Two free throws coming up.
Oh, hell no. Hell no, that's not a foul. My hands are up. Was I in the restricted line?
Game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes
I don't usually challenge in the first quarter, but what the hell was that?
the action is so fast.
Oh,
that
I'm in
it's
the
really
restricted
tough to
area.
catch
See, I can't
everything in real
see,
time.
and I don't have an assistant looking at the free throw line. So that is going to be upheld.
Involving the coaches by being
I guess, but I was putting my hands up. I just did this.
The ruling on the floor stands.
The refs are against me. The game overheard me. I want Kyrie with the bench.
On the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for P.J. Washington.
Get Kyrie a nice little rest so he can play the start of the second quarter. Or whatever the computer decides.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Zubats. PJ Tucker comes in for Leonard. And Paul George is subbed in.
But I think the NBA, NFL has an issue with refs.
In the corner, it's Kleba.
I don't think nobody believes that they're right anymore on a lot of calls.
Here's Hardaway to the paint. Here's Wyvern.
Ooh!
Stuffed right through.
That's why I went straight up because I had a feeling he was going to dunk off the vert.
Got down low. Really difficult for them to defend.
Unloads from 9 and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I don't understand why everything is being called against me.
To make you go in there and foul him. Westbrook back to the line.
Powell, he's checked in for Terrence Mann. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks.
Let's go.
Hardaway gets it to go.
I think this is the fastest I've ever played with somebody. I'm letting it rip after 2 to 3 seconds. I think the Mavericks have one of the slowest paces because Luka plays pretty slow. I mean, that was the narrative last year. I'm not sure if they've picked up their pace. I know the Knicks were last in pace.
And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. And
Oh, they called the foul. It's a miracle.
shoot 2 here. That one on George.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode. To the line.
The Mavericks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage.
But I think I don't see either of these teams because OKC whooped on both of these teams pretty badly in the regular season.
Green against George.
Let's see. OKC hasn't been punched in the mouth first. I think if the Clippers and the Mavs want a shot at beating them, they have to win game 1 in OKC. You go down 2-0 in that series, you definitely got to win. You definitely got to win one of the first 2 games. NFL draft was yesterday. A lot of strange choices. I don't understand why Atlanta took a quarterback.
I mean, the rebounding was the
That made no sense to me when you just signed Kirk Cousins to a 4-year deal. I like debating getting Madden. It's like $13, but
And they showed some of that in
I don't care about Madden. I don't like EA Sports.
Actually, Kleba is out there with Green. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. That's Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
Wyvern.
Mavs have some nice rotational players.
For Dallas. Here's Plumlee, and it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 6. Right side Hardaway. Kleba sets the screen for Hardaway. The triple.
I have way too much time. I could have made that
easy
shot.
chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And George gets it to go.
So consistent throughout the years from deep. That's what has made Paul George.
Paul George, I feel like, has been kind of quiet in these playoffs. Let's go.
Good coaches, Greg, have found a way to put Mason Plumlee in positions to succeed.
The luxury of having
as a
2
passer.
superstars that can score whenever they want.
In the NBA, but he's capable.
It used to be the 3 All-Stars
Let it fly
rule.
downtown. From downtown. No good, and he's 3 of 6 from the floor. Clippers trail by 5.
Being brutal with the meter again.
Here's Westbrook. No good there. Good D by Irving.
Oh, you got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot.
Oh my God.
Don't show up
Good
on the
Lord.
stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
I can't hit a layup, an open layup with Kyrie, but Russ can hit a transition 3.
Here's Irving. Good. Score the basket.
God, this game is straight
50% so far.
Kyrie
fake
just
news.
has nasty grips.
You are not
on that
real.
Basketball cuts through the defense that time.
I'm surprised that Embiid did not get
Over to David Aldridge.
upgraded or suspended for that. But again, I'm not surprised. He is a star player.
I believe in my talent and what I can do, but I feel my job is to make everybody.
They need to keep him
I'm on the floor.
to make this series interesting.
Easy for everybody.
They need those ratings.
Just being aggressive and making
It's just a
reads off
shame.
of that.
It's going to be a 7-game series, I feel like, no matter what.
David lets the game come to
Game
him.
7 maybe
Thank you.
refed fairly.
Hardaway against Powell. Irving kicks to Kleba. Back to Irving. Kleba with a screen on Westbrook. And a shot by Kleba, wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
I could have shot that multiple times with Kyrie, but I was like, you know what, whatever. This is the series, one of the series that I've enjoyed the most. I feel every other series, I'm really surprised at Denver and LA. I really thought LA was going to win one, make it kind of compelling. But they have not.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Lively shoots the three. Kleba with the bucket.
Yeah, you have like a multitude. You could actually run. This would be a perfect team to run the triangle offense because you have rim runners, three-point shooters, drivers. Like, there's so many options from the offensive standpoint with this team that it's ridiculous. You'll always have a star player. I could have thrown that up for an alley, but I feel like alleys have become overly complicated for no reason.
Oh, you're right. With the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. You know, Brent, I've got to ask, now that the age of
Oh, well, I noticed that now. The stupid sun is going back down.
do you miss it?
Yeah, I don't know so much about it.
Shouldn't be mad at the sun. Whatever. It's just something we have to deal with. I watch other streamers and they have weird stuff happening, so.
Really, I love the open competition, and I love that players have a choice now to where it is that they can.
There's a building now that was erected and it has a whole bunch of stupid glass on it and it shines this stupid light. Can I go this way? Yeah, I can go this way.
Just so ripped, exceptional at powering through the contact.
To the inside. Here's Washington. Jones looking for an opening. Passes it to Washington. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And even against defense,
Those threes are kind of tough. The standstill, hand down, man down three. I don't think I hit them as much as I did last year.
And here is Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. It was touched by Zubac.
This is closer than it should be. God, this light is annoying. Well, hopefully that only lasts for
And the Clippers
however long the sun takes to go down.
hands checked in. Doncic against Harden. And Doncic, here we go.
and if you give Luka just a sliver,
You can play fast with Luka in this game.
And it's Harden.
His game is not like that. His game is in and out, up and downs.
Pass to Leonard.
Wow. Some weird juju playing this game. Weird juju.
That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Assist goes to James Harden.
Dallas has gotten fewer than half
That's
of
a
their three-pointers to go down tonight.
Freaking sun randomly coming back, restarting,
Pass to Washington. The shot's good on the assist by
restarting the game multiple times for different issues. This is weird.
and certain guys dictate the pace of the game. Doncic, as much as anyone.
Harden. Nice D from Doncic.
Ah, we heard that a lot in the last game.
Guard away. Up top, Doncic. Guarded by Harden. And Zubac picks up the foul.
Wow.
That is his first foul of the game.
I had to put a sweatshirt to kind of block a little bit of the light.
Just didn't get there quick enough.
Good Lord.
He's checked in for Hardaway. Powell, he's checked in for the Clippers. And a wide open look for Irving. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Yo, this game is
Clippers
just,
trail by 9. Harden with
oh
it.
my
Guarded now
God.
by Irving.
I really think they got to get rid of the meter, man. The meter means nothing in this game.
Harden sets the pick for Powell. Offline with his three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak numbers pay.
Oh, an easy two from Doncic.
Go to sleep.
Creating space.
And that's another thing that James has to match the level of intensity from Luka on the defensive end. And he's never been one to do that.
Hands the shot with nobody near him.
Kawhi was also getting his wind back the last game, so that's going to be different.
Game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in.
I love that wrong-footed jumper that the players have. Like, if I could do that,
This is how they built the lead.
if I was an NBA player, that's the one move I'd want to master.
Basketball IQ is is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Hey, Brent, with his skill set, Norman Powell is the type of player that could fit on any team.
Yeah, so effective at playing off the ball, and he's a good source of instant offense when he gets that.
Perfect meter shot. Perfect fadeaway. Nothing.
Here's man, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And Harden is more.
There's been no defense in this game.
He's also got some
I already got 50 points at half,
passing instincts.
which, if math serves me correctly, is halfway to 100, which is not something that's done often here. Yeah, I think he has to be completely still. Like, he's not a moving shooter like Jamal Murray. I wonder if that's a separation that they have.
And the pass to Zubac.
I'm gonna have to get like some kind of board or something to put up there, because that's gonna be an issue. I'm not gonna be able to shoot during certain times.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
In the corner, Harden. And a miss there on the triple. Doncic against Powell.
Why wouldn't you go to the baskets?
Takes the three. Nailed from
God.
Irving's got the lead up to 12 now.
Let's go, Kyrie.
Kyrie's going.
Woo, damn.
You look at
It's only a 12-point lead. This game tonight is gonna have a lot of ebbs and flows. I feel like the Bucks are done. They're just, look, without Giannis, they just have no shot.
Right now and looking really comfortable.
And now if Dame's injury is serious, they definitely have no shot.
for the Clippers.
It is crazy. They had all those expectations early on in the year, and they have just kind of dissipated.
On the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Harden in a point. The kick out.
Why is Luka standing in the corner? When the hell does that ever happen?
Doncic outside, and he gets the bucket. Doncic has got 8 points.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic.
I've not used my step back. I don't even know if I know how to do a step back. Do I know how to do? I think I've done a few times.
Harden outside. No good from outside.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
They get it again.
Oh my God.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 11.
Do something, Kawhi.
Line jumper. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Irving passes to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Back to Gafford. Good. And the assist goes.
Gafford has been great.
Doncic is
He's a nice rim runner.
on the night.
Well, that's how you
I've not
draw
used
it up.
him in many dunk opportunities. I think I got a few, but this team is like perfectly built.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Craps in the tray.
They went all in this year, going after PJ Washington and Gafford. They really don't have any other assets.
Made the defense stretch out.
Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it.
But I think when you have Luka in his prime, not even, he hasn't hit his prime yet, which is crazy. He's been all NBA, what, first team, what, 3-4 years in a row? He has not hit his prime. He's only to a 24, 25.
Again, Leonard missing. Mavericks leading by 12. Washington passes to Gafford. Out to Doncic. Gafford is screen on Zubac. To the right side.
I was going to do a step back there, but
The three for Doncic. Another three for Dallas.
And the defense has
it should have gone in before. Surprised that one went in. That was short on the meter.
is looking to pull.
I'm telling you, man, full metered shots sometimes don't go in. It's just weird.
Harden
Oh,
outside.
nice.
Fires the three. It's rebounded by Doncic. For Dallas, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-hand shots to fall. 80% since the break.
Light work.
Good that time. Irving's got 19 points.
19 already.
You have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is
We had fun in the in-season tournament. I believe this was one of the games that we played.
it's going in. And you got to get up tight.
The Clippers got pretty far, and I don't think the Mavs made it actually, but
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Clippers have their sights set high. Coach Teron Lue says this is definitely...
Yeah, I am just lighting it up, man.
It's not going to just come. We've got to put the
This
work
team
in.
is just
There's gotta be a lot
loaded
of
from top to bottom.
If we come together and do the right
A lot
thing.
of time we would call the Mavericks
Kevin, back to you.
Knicks West because there were so many former Knicks players, but now it's only Tim Hardaway Jr.
Mavericks leading by 16.
They have purged, and we've made a lot of trades with the Mavs over the recent years.
George picks him up. Doncic kicks to Gafford. Gafford sets the pick for Doncic.
Oh my God, can I get a foul?
And out.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense.
Good Lord.
He still has the ability to knock that kind of shot.
I'm actually struggling in comparison with normal shots that Luka makes.
Zubac's a screen on Irving. Harden the pass to Leonard.
I want to make a burger tonight, I think.
Bounds. Dallas will take possession. Two-time finals
I gotta get it on a wrap or something.
Leonard. When he's shown he can dominate at the highest of levels.
And when he dominates every facet of the game. At his peak, Kawhi is one of the most impactful players this game has ever seen.
And the Clippers making a change here. Westbrook's checked in, and Zubac's picks.
Wow.
That's foul number
Being
2.
dirty there, Zubac, being all Embiid-y.
He had an established position there.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Green comes in for P.J. Washington. Hardaway is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And there's the call. It's going to be
Oh my God.
Going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even
Give me that.
close to being a legal screen.
Let's go,
Everybody
Gafford.
saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And that
Yeah, I
lead
think
play showed just how forceful that block was.
It's unfortunate because the Clippers and the Mavs both got a raw deal. This is really a tough matchup. Both teams, you could argue, they get out of this series can do a lot of damage.
Outside Hardaway. Jones sets the pick for Hardaway. Drills the three-pointer.
I'm just
Got his second
ripping it.
That's one of Tim Hardaway Jr.'s favorite shots. Not just the ones that go in, but from that spot on the floor.
Up top, Leonard. Charity stripe shot. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Leonard's got 20 points.
And his stroke has been dead
Kind of border it. It's just weird with this team. I don't feel any pressure from the defense, and they have some of the best wing. Oh crap!
Stolen
Some
by
of the best wing defenders, maybe
Here we go.
all time.
Into the hoop. And he makes the bucket.
I hit his left arm.
A three-point play
I don't know how he made that shot.
And this is Harden especially, one of the best in the league at drawing contact, and yet still able to convert.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Zubac. And Norman Powell subbed in for Paul George. Mavericks leading by 14. Doncic with it. Green inside. Powell's there.
I love Lively, man. He just runs right to where he needs to get the pass. I think he led the league in dunks this year. Derek Lively was supposed to be the Knicks pick.
Harden kicks to Powell.
Well, they had that. If the Mavericks would have lost one more game,
Another miss.
we would have had that.
They can pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Hardaway for three. Here's Lively. Outside Hardaway. Doncic outside. Westbrook pulls it in.
I cannot hit anything with Luka, man.
16 to the middle. Here's Leonard and Kawhi Leonard.
God.
Slam.
And this is a nice outburst on the scoring end for Kawhi. He's been looking for his shot and connecting each trip down.
Doncic finds Green. The jump hook off the left rim.
Crap. Luka actually got his recognition playing Team USA when he was like 14 or 15, and he was playing Russ. And there's a picture of Luka playing against Russ, and he did pretty good. I mean, he didn't dominate, but he wasn't afraid at 14 or something going against grown men. It was just crazy. You gotta look up that photo if you get a shot. If you get a chance.
Doncic against Westbrook. Doncic, no good. Clippers have gone 8 of 16.
They are like playing me great with Luka.
Right at 50%. Mavericks leading by 11. Over in the corner, Green. Doncic passes to Lively.
Let's go. Don't know why you would go on the defender side to dunk, but whatever works, works.
All for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
Harden against Hardaway.
It's been a close game, closer than I thought it was going to be.
With a screen on Hardaway. Pass to Plumlee.
I mean, for the game, I just really do well with
Great
Dallas.
D on that shot, and it's off the mark.
All right, let's go. Let's go. But that's the great thing about the Mavs. In terms of if you're a Mav fan, Luka doesn't have to have a great game all the time.
We've got Hardaway. Green is up there with Washington. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Lively in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game.
Ooh.
Yeah, so some operation right there out of the pick.
I've had some nice threes with Tim Hardaway Jr.
Smart decision in that
He was so immature in New York. He's like an actual vet now. Plays the right way.
With the fadeaway. That one falls. Leonard's got 27 points.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
They set the pick. Here's Irving. Count that.
I was like, who do you want? I was waiting for Derek Lively to cut to the basket, do something. I was like, all right, guess not.
Almost too easy for Kyrie.
His dribbling skills, you just get around anybody.
Not wasting any time and taking the shot. And knocking it
Podcast
down.
P with the shot.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Mavericks. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Kicks to Hardaway.
Yeah, they really can cook you in an enormous amount of ways.
On the wing, Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Over Westbrook.
Oh, that's a tough shot, man. That's a tough shot.
Fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there. All over.
What?
The shot by George. No good.
What?
Even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Washington finds Hardaway.
Oh, there was a lot of mismatches. When you push the pace with this team,
By 14.
maybe there's like picks and stuff that are being. I don't even know like why the center was guarding me. I didn't even think that was gonna happen.
Here's Plumlee. Mavericks with the rebound.
Good defense there.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Hardaway from outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists in the game.
Kyrie doesn't normally pass that much.
Time here.
It's usually Luka doing all the passing, but I'm using both of them as a point of attack. I'm putting the starters back in. Is Luka back in?
PJ Tucker, he's checked
Oh,
in
that's
for
it.
Kawhi Leonard, and James Harden has subbed in for Powell.
Wow, that's like the second out of bounds that they've gotten. Scoring has slowed down. We were on pace for 100 and something. We may still finish with it. Good Lord.
On the wing, Hardaway. Another 3 for Dallas.
I don't know why you keep helping out on the strong side if Hardaway's there. If Kyrie has the ball, I'm not helping out. I'll meet him at the rim.
Resulting possession ends up at the three-point line in a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
And that one's good.
That's a tough shot.
I mean,
He's hit 2 threes. Now you know the computer's grasping for
Is as
straws.
competitive as Russell Westbrook. You know he's going to answer back.
Here's Irving.
And 5.
Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots.
Yo, Kyrie is just probably
Yeah, feels like Christmas right
the
now.
most skilled player in the NBA, and in 2K you can kind of see that
Well, it is just a George.
when you play with him. I feel like I'm not even thinking about the defenders. I just kind of do whatever the hell I want. I go around them, I pull up, midi, fade away, layup package, 3-point shot. Wow.
Showing the length and the lift.
How did he make that shot?
Mid-range.
I'm shooting 61%, and I know it sounds like I'm complaining a lot about the shots I'm missing, but they're making me miss like
The wing, Irving. He's covered by
real
Westbrook.
open shots.
Washington sets the pick for Hardaway.
Ah, let's go.
Leaping ability
Let's
is
go.
off the charts. Not the biggest
The
power
Clippers
forward, but
have to win one of these games. They don't want to go down 3-1 against this team.
Takes
So I think Kawhi steps up tonight. I feel this is going to be a close series, but who knows? You're one Kawhi injury away from having an issue.
There's a screen by Washington. Outside Irving. Out left to the wing. And it's Washington missing. Clippers.
They were forcing, I saw the Clippers were daring PJ to shoot,
Off target with his three.
and he made them pay in the fourth quarter of that.
3 of 5 from beyond the arc.
You can win everything.
Here's Washington. Washington sets the pick for Irving.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Out to Hardaway.
Yeah, that's not happening.
For the three. Carries it from
Again. Good Lord.
Hardaway has got 15 points in just the second half.
Guys, he's been
What did he do in the first half? It has been a Kyrie, Tim Hardaway Jr. show.
He's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Irving passes to Jones. Back to Irving. Goes up on the wing. And he makes
Oh
the
my
point.
God.
Irving's got
I am
6
just
in this quarter.
playing around. Like, I feel this is one of the few teams that I would be very comfortable playing on Hall of Fame. Because they just, there's so many weapons.
right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit chat with the team to settle down.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
Already?
His performance
They call the player of the game already? That's rare.
feeling great coming into the building tonight.
Oh, they put in all the bench players except for Hardaway.
All working for him. He was in a zone.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite.
Oh, my first alley. Let's go.
Between teams,
That's my first alley in like 3 years. That wasn't too bad. You just got to press square like almost right away, or I don't even know. I want to look at that in the highlights for a while. I have not thrown down an alley in since 2K22, I feel. Maybe even before that.
Out to the wing. Green passes to Lively.
Yo, God, their defense is garbage.
One home.
Oh, well, it looks like we're back on pace for 100.
The best in the business, absolutely.
They don't count as a beat LA chat.
That one drops for him.
They don't
He's
count.
got 29 in the game.
I mean, where is this stuff?
Luka did not play all the fourth quarter.
What can't he do that time with the floater?
Yo, he is still on fire.
Hardaway finds
Tim Hardaway gets on some burners sometime.
screen by Kleba. Hardaway passes to Kleba. And
The whole team is on fire. I'd say that's about right.
Passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride. So full speed, 2 points.
Leonard
I want
gets
some
it to
pasta.
go.
I gotta make pasta.
Leonard's got 31.
yes, and with this one winding down.
That's how easy this game is. I'm making dinner plans while I'm on stream.
Total mismatch and a true show of strength for Dallas.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
How did I miss that? That went in and out. I don't know how announcers
Basket didn't hesitate, and that
do commentary when it's a blowout.
What
the hell do you talk about? I think they do little anecdote. Ooh! I want to do some of those tip slams as well.
seeks out contact. Sometimes
I think I've done that once or twice.
try to score through it.
Here's Hardy over in the corner. Green outside Hardaway. This one for three. Here's Lively.
And one. Let's go.
On the shot, it sends him to the line.
Third personal foul.
Wow, he got whacked.
That's a fast shot.
Much debate there.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Second free throw, no good.
Wow.
On offense, here are the Clippers. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Hardaway Jr.
Tim Hardaway picks one up.
There's an underrated scoring aspect to Norman Powell and what he can do. He can drive, get inside, or he can knock down a jumper. That's a tough cover.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is
Oh my
checked in
God, how
for
did you steal that? I don't remember
comes
Norman
in for
Powell. Did he play?
Paul George, he's checked in for Amir Coffey. Man subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
I don't know why they still have their starters in.
Rebounded by
That's
Harden.
weird.
Just not sure if he ran out of
Dante didn't play. Dante's been playing good minutes in the playoffs.
Not himself in the
Of course, 2K did not update their rotations, but Dante's been playing. He's been a good player. I'm glad he's made a comeback. I mean, that draft by Utah was a complete and total bust. It's terrible.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here.
Light work.
Two teams tonight, one that
I was kind of bored.
operating flawlessly.
The Mavericks just have like really like just like a perfect offense. If you run it correctly, they definitely should run more aspects of the triangle. In that, I don't know what Jason Kidd's offense is. I think it's more of a motion offense. But if you run triangle, you just have options everywhere. Everybody's so highly skilled
Now we'll go to David Aldridge.
and is able to do everything on almost all three levels.
Take it away,
It's
David.
crazy.
That's all I'm trying to do.
It was all on display tonight, man. Congrats on the
You gotta
win.
walk
Back to
on
you.
water tonight, man. I did whatever I wanted.
Thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA.
Man, Luka didn't do anything. 5 for 16. I don't remember the last time I had a bad game with Luka, but Kyrie was on one. Good Lord. Look at the depth on this team. They just have layers and layers of good players that are highly skilled, and now they're motivated playing defense. Look at that fadeaway. Kyrie is just stupid with his offense. Like, his package is crazy good. The handling, the shooting. If he wants to, he can pass, but he doesn't really. He's more of just an efficient scorer, but he has no fear. Hit that game-winning shot against Golden State. It's just crazy good. Tim Hardaway, look at that. 6 for 10 from the field, 6 for 10 from downtown. He knows, you got to know what people do, and this is what he does. PJ, this is why he's so important. He's way better than Grant Williams on every level. He gives you the same defense, if not better. He doesn't annoy people in the locker room. He can score. He can rim run. He can shoot threes. He can pull up. Like, he's an all-around player. Derek Lively, 6 for 6. It's all dunks. That's all he does. But he's a big body. He's a big body. Takes up a lot of real estate. You can't really block him out. Like, he has a really good chemistry with Luka. Look at that. That's how good the team is. I didn't do anything with Luka and still won very easily. Well, how many minutes he played? 21 minutes. Crazy. All right, well, we're going to look at this game. We're going to see how the Pacers-Bucks game ended. And, yeah, it's basketball or die time. This is how it goes. I'll see you guys in the next one.